An iron coffin suddenly rose up from the ocean. A fisherman pulled it to shore. Inside he found the body of a dead woman. She was holding a baby in her arms. The old fisherman had no children of his own. He believed this was a gift from the heavens, so he decided to adopt the child, and named him Perseus. But he had no idea. This kid was no ordinary child. One day he would challenge the gods themselves. 20 years passed in the blink of an eye. Perseus had grown into a powerful man. Every day he went out fishing with his father. Then one day, out on the water they came across a giant statue of Zeus. His father wanted to go pay his respects, but something felt off. A group of soldiers were tearing the statue down. The Argives had declared war on Zeus. They refused to recognize him as a god. Soon the statue lost its foundation and came crashing down. It slammed into the ocean with a massive impact. The waves hit their boat hard, but somehow they made it out unharmed. Just as the soldiers were cheering, the sky suddenly went dark. Something bad was coming. The next second, a swarm of bat-like creatures burst out of the water. They went after the soldiers without mercy. The crowd was completely overwhelmed in seconds. Seeing this, Perseus immediately tried to get his father out of there, but his father could tell something was wrong. Within moments every single soldier was wiped out. The creatures started gathering together. They merged into one form, and took the shape of a man. It was Hades, lord of the underworld. A cry caught Hades' attention. The next second, he turned into a mass of black smoke, and drove straight into the fishing boat. The hull took a direct hit, and sank instantly. Perseus saw his father trapped inside. He dove in immediately. He tore at the wreckage with his bare hands, ripped open a gap in the hull, and finally found his father. But his father told him to get out now. Perseus refused to leave, until his father went completely still. Only then did he swim back to shore. From that moment on, all he had left inside him was revenge. He was later found by passing soldiers, and brought back to their kingdom. Meanwhile up above, Zeus learned his statue had been destroyed. He was furious. He sent Hades immediately, to punish the humans responsible. On the other side, Perseus had already been brought into the palace. The people were celebrating the destruction of Zeus's statue, but they had no idea. Danger was already closing in. Right then, in the center of the great hall, wisps of black smoke began to gather, forming a dark and growing force. The soldiers had no time to react. They were pulled straight into the black mist. Perseus alone was completely unaffected. The next second, Hades revealed himself. Perseus saw the enemy who had taken his father, and charged straight at him, but he was blasted back by an unseen force, and hit the ground hard. Then Hades walked toward the queen. He placed a curse on her, and she began to age without end.
Gaze upon me, mortal queen.